Hey, what is up guys? Welcome to a tank review of the tier 10 light tank in Armored Warfare, which is the PL1. Now, if I'm not mistaken, you can find this tank on the Shishkin line right below the M8. As you can see, I already have it. If you're wondering how did I get those tier 10s, if you didn't notice at the top here, I have a lot of money. So I did that. I just downloaded the Russian test server, which they test various new tanks. One of them includes the, for example, the Merkava 2B, which is the model is actually beautiful. It's amazing. It's a pretty good tank, but today we're gonna talk about not about the Merkava. We will be talking about the PL1. So the PL1, what does it have? So, first of all, if you didn't know, the PL is a stealth tank. It has some stealth technology which hides it from, if I'm not mistaken, radar and thermal cameras, because some sort of new material that they invented in Poland. So, this is a Polish tank. I don't really know the history, I'm not a tank guy, but I do love this game, so let's take a look at first of all at the stats. So the damage is 652, it's pretty low. The penetration is only the penetration is actually quite good, it's 767 with its AP shells. The tank does have a lot of DPM, it has 6,346, only its competitor is realistically only the Armada, with about 7,000, but what this thing has that the Armada does not have is the mobility. The max speed is 17 miles per hour with the acceleration of just under 3 seconds with my loadout here. So this obviously is a light tank. It can accelerate pretty fast. It also has I should call it a skill. When you press E, instead of designated targets like you would on the AFV, such as the Crab or the Sphinx, you actually get a mobility boost. What it means that you can shift up to 80 kilometers per hour on the battlefield. So the camo is actually pretty good. Not pretty good, it's amazing camo for a tank this big. It's .37375. The view range is awesome, it's 495 with my loadout with augmented optics and Sabrina as the commander. The gun depression is it's mediocre at best. It's -8 degrees from the front and -1 degree to the back. The accuracy spread is average 0.1 and the aim time is average of 2.38 seconds. The turret traverse is good. It is about 47 degrees per second, and the hull traverse is pretty good. I will show you some gameplay right as I finish going through the armor. Now, as expected, as a light tank, the side armor is junk, the rear armor is junk. The turret is actually pretty strong frontally and sideways, although people can't penetrate you from the side because it's much flatter target. From the front, it's actually pretty hard to penetrate your turret because of its slopes and angles. The front of the hull is actually pretty good. It's 555 millimeters. 555 millimeters means that you can bounce enemies reliably with your upper plate, although your lower plate is its angle. It's much less extreme. It's not as sloped as the upper glacis, but the lower glacis is actually a weak point. So if a PL1 is facing you this way, don't shoot at the upper hull expecting to penetrate. Shoot here, you will probably penetrate it reliably with a gun, not like an auto cannon or something like this, a gun. So the thing is, against shape charges, the hull is pretty strong and the turret is pretty strong. The hull of the turret from the front is 900 millimeters thick, which is amazing against heat shells and shape charges, although from the side people will be able to penetrate you with rockets, with heat shells, because it only has 180 millimeters against shape charges from the side and the rear. The rear of the turret is also weak, also 180 and also flat. So I will advise to shoot this tank from the side or the rear if you can get it, if you can get the rear at all, because this thing can maneuver, it can traverse on the spot pretty quickly. So good luck with that. The only real competitor of the PL1 is another PL1 and some AFVs. For example, I've been able to kill one of those with the Sphinx, firing 2 rockets. Oh, by the way, did I mention this tank also has APS? Where is, yeah, here you go, you have an APS, you have grenade launchers which give you 3 discharges. You have a mobility slot, a fire retrofit slot, and 1 armor retrofit slot and 1 universal slot. So this thing does have some armor package which increases the hull modifiers and the turret modifiers, which means the armor is more effective. It doesn't get any thicker, but it does get more effective. So we just ran through the stats. Obvious weak points are the lower plate, and if you're lucky enough, I mean, you can theoretically shoot at the turret ring, although I will not advise it. If you have this thing from the front to you, it's practically impossible to kill. If you load for example, some missiles which counter shape charges, you will be having a hard time penetrating them. Although it can be done, it is hard because it does have APS, and rockets are unreliable in this game because they just fly all over the place if you can't aim them right. Also, what I will advise you to do, just I'm too lazy to do it, is to put camo on this thing, because it does increase your camo coefficiency, which means you will be able to outspot your enemies even more reliably. I mean, this thing has amazing view range and it does have amazing camo. So what is up, guys? We are back with some gameplay of the PL1 to really show you the strengths of this thing, the weaknesses, and how your enemies are going to take advantage of these weaknesses if they have any sense whatsoever. Fortunately, this replay, they did not have sense. They just let me do my thing, rack up the damage, rack up the spotting, and eventually I will show you the battle results. So I'm playing this on medium graphics because it takes a lot of computing power to record a game, so you just have to bear with me here. Nonetheless, this is a good battle I had in this wonderful tank. So yeah, so first of all, I think my strategy for the game will be to go to the D2 to C3 area, snipe to B7, which is, let me show the map. From this area, I will snipe to this area and hopefully get some shots over enemies who are coming from here. As you can see, the tank accelerates to its top speed practically immediately, wasting no time. This tank has amazing mobility, as I said already in the garage when I went over the stats. Going uphill, it's not even struggling. It goes uphill very easily. Even uphill, we're able to hit like 60 kilometers per hour, which is neat. So I'm one of the first tanks to go and occupy my position. Sorry, this video does lag a bit. So we have a Challenger 2 going to this dip over here. We have Armada, this Armada, going to the reactor, and there is me. Looking for some shots. There's a Sphinx there. Fortunately, nobody shot at me, so yeah, I got that going for me at least. So let's see here. Backing off to the tree, knocked it down, and now I'm positioning myself. First of all, I'm checking my flanks, checking that nobody has my flank, and now I'm positioning myself to get some shots at this Challenger 2. So here we go. I just missed him. This .1 accuracy is not the best, not the worst actually, but it's not the best. You can work with this accuracy, especially at long range. So here, as you can see, looking for some shots at the XM1A3. Here we go, 639 and 32 damage right there. This tank reloads quite quickly, so I'm able to put one other shot. He takes a punt at me and misses, fortunately. And now I'm just gonna go to town on these guys. So basically I'm looking for some shots. Unfortunately, I don't have them. Here's a challenger coming out, and no, I missed. So the XM1 got my flank. Fortunately, the Sphinx punished him for this. I'm not gonna go after him, not right now, at least. No, he's Russian, so I'm gonna rush him back. 689 damage did there. Looking for a shot. Unfortunately, I don't have it, so I back off and look for some targets at the bridge, as I said. So I see the Challenger 2, and it's really awkward to work with only 8 degrees of gun depression, so I have to show quite a big target here. Fortunately, I think none of them hit me there. I have some shots at the XM3. Here I'm looking for a better position to go hold down, and unfortunately I just can't without losing some flexibility. So let's see how this Challenger does. So this Challenger has a PL, so there's a PL1 there, and you will see me rushing him. That's me in the PL1. I just got him. Let's go back to my perspective. If not me, he probably would have done about 2 hits, and scored a couple of big hits on our guys and distracted them from our main enemies right now, which are the leopards. So I'm again back in my position ASAP, looking for some targets. So I'm not finding any. Looking at the Challenger, first of all, now I have the XM A3. Looking for a shot. Oh, there it is, 695 right there. Looking for another shot, and yeah, I'm gonna get this guy. Yeah, got him. So now I have 2 kills. One is the PL, the second is the XM, and now I'm gonna rush this leopard. As you can see, the traverse here is amazing. I mean, amazing traverse speed. I really love the traverse speed. As you can see, I think I bounced a shot. No, the APS took around for me. I have the sight of the leopard, shoot him, 616, quite a low roll, but I mean, whatever. I got shot by the Sphinx right here. I have another shot on the leopard, I think, but the depression is really awkward. I think I hit him again, not entirely sure. Now I'm gonna get his side, and please, yeah, here, got him. And now it's only a matter of finishing up. So the XM is way over there. He's dead. He is practically as good as dead. He's surrounded. He has nowhere to go, nowhere to hide. And now it's only a matter of finding the leopard and finish him. So yeah, here's the leopard. Take a few punts. 1, reload. Meanwhile, my team is pummeling him. The second one went in, and that's when the Armada finishes him, I think. So yeah, that was a pretty good replay. Let me show you just quickly now the result. So yeah, guys, here are the battle results for this match. As you can see, I did quite good. I did just under 6,000 damage, spotted 500, 681, and I spotted 8 enemies. I got 2 medals, gold medal, which is given to me because I earned the highest reputation on the winning team, and recon for detecting at least 7 enemies. So I did 12,760 experience points. I earned purely profit. I earned 1,000 173,363 and 67 credits. I killed 3 enemies. Enemies damaged, I damaged 6. Damage caused more than 300 meters away is 4,000, and in close quarters combat, which is less than 150, I did over 1,800. So potential damage mitigated, I mitigated about 3,827. From non-penetrating hits, I just stopped 811. From ricochets, I stopped 2,282. And damage blocked by APS is 734. I received 11 hits. Few of them only penetrated. I received 1,780 damage, and damage mitigation ratio is 2.15. So the match lasted for about 5 minutes, and I racked up these 2 medals and this amount of damage and spotting damage. Now let me quickly show you. By the way, this is not my account. I don't have a Russian account, so let me just show you the PL stats I have. So my kill to death ratio in 11 battles, I won 7 of them, I lost only 4. My kill to death ratio is pretty high, it's 2.2 2/3, and the damage ratio is it's amazing, it's 63 to 37. My hit rate is 80. This tank does get a lot of hits, and my win rate so far is 64. So yeah guys, if you like this video and it was helpful and informational, let me know in the comments below. The next review, I think I'm gonna do either the Sphinx or the Armada, because both of these machines I really liked. Unfortunately in the Armada I cannot score well, but that's a whole nother story. So yeah guys, again, leave a like, subscribe to me if you like this video. I will be putting up more videos in the future, not only from the test server, but actually some replays. So I think I'm gonna do the Armada next. So yeah, see you guys soon.